Hi everyone, it's Jen here, and today I'm going to take you through a beginner's tutorial with Google Docs. So there's so many benefits that I love about Google Docs. The first one being that Google Docs is a cloud-based tool, which means that as I'm building this document, it doesn't exist on my hard drive or on my computer, it only exists in the cloud. Which then takes me on to another benefit, which is that Google Docs is accessible anywhere. So let's say that I was a school teacher and I forgot my laptop one day. I wouldn't have to worry about it because I could easily use another laptop to access my documents from anywhere. There's another huge benefit which I absolutely love as well, and that is that the documents save automatically as you're creating or editing it. So I've certainly been in the position before where I've used Microsoft Word and forgot to save my document. So this feature with Google has always been one that I've absolutely loved to bits. So let's get started with the tutorial. First of all, you will want to navigate up to this little waffle in the right hand corner, and you're going to want to click on Google Docs. And just remember that there is a different way to find Google Docs as well. You can also search for docs.google.com if you want to, but for now I'm just going to click on Docs. There we go. So once you've opened your doc, you can see you're going to have different options here. So you can click on blank if you want to, and then there's also a template gallery as well. So let's have a quick look at that. So here we are, I've clicked on general and there's lots of different templates there. So you've got templates for meeting notes, newsletters, business process manuals, onboarding notes, you've got everything there, you've got brochures as well, proposals. But for now, I am going to just click on blank document. So once you've clicked on blank document, that's you now got your Google Docs open. So all you have to do to start writing in your docs is just to click on the blank page and start typing whatever it is that you want to type. So you're going to have typed quite a lot probably. Google Docs normally presumes that you're going to be typing line after line in paragraphs. You're going to press enter, you're going to start in another paragraph, and you will carry on like that. What I'm going to show you first is after you've wrote everything that it is that you wanted to write, I'm going to show you how you can actually format that text. So if you look up to the top here, you can see we've got different options. So we've got normal text, we've got titles, subtitles, headings, then we've got different fonts as well. We've got bold, italic, underline, we've got different text colours, we've got highlight colours, and then we've also got different spacing options as well. Another thing I love is a bullet list that you can use, as well as a numbered list as well. This is something that I use all the time. But for now, I'm just going to pretend that this is my heading, and I'm going to click and drag so that I highlight it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my heading in, I was going to put it in bold, but I'm actually going to type, I'm going to click on title, and as you can see it's totally changed the size, so now it's up at 26 for the font size. You could also put it in bold if you want, you could underline it, you could make it a different colour if you wanted to, and you could also centre it. You could put it to the right, put it to the left, so you've got lots of different options there. I'm also going to show you how you can insert a picture into your document. So let's say I've written an essay. Let's say I've written an essay about Romeo and Juliet. Okay, so I'm pretending I'm studying Romeo and Juliet at school and I'm writing an essay on it. So what I want to do now is I want to insert a picture. So to insert a picture, I'm going to come up to insert, I'm going to click on that. And as you can see, we've got different options. So we've got image, table, drawing, chart, horizontal line, date. We've got lots and lots of different options here. But for now, I am going to insert an image. So you can see that we can do this from uploading it from our computer or searching the web, drive, photos, URL, or we can also just take a picture with our camera on the device that we're using. But for now, I'm going to search the web and I'm going to search for Romeo and Juliet. And as you can see, there's so many different pictures here. So I'm going to pick this picture here. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to click insert. So it's obviously came in as a pretty big picture there. So what I'm going to show you now is how you can resize it. So to resize your image, you're going to click on any of the corners. You can click here, you can click on the sides as well. But I'm going to click on the top right hand corner, and I'm going to just drag it down. So as you can see, it's made it smaller. I'm going to also make it a little bit smaller. So sometimes when you attach an image, it can be hard to put it exactly in the place that you want. As you can see, that's covered the text. It's quite hard to put it wherever it is you want. So something that I always suggest doing is clicking on wrap text. So if you wrap the text, it means that you can put that image wherever you want. So I'm going to put it here, or I'm going to put it here, and it will basically just wrap the text around that image. So if you had a huge big essay, you could pop it in the middle of the essay if you wanted to, and it would wrap that text around the image that you've put in there. But for now, I'm just going to put it there. So can you see there when I done that, it showed me that red line, which just means that it's in line with the rest of the text, and then it's also showed me the one at the top, which is perfect. So that's really good for spacing, so that you can make it really precise. Next up, I'm going to show you some of the options that you've got in tools here. So two of the options that I love the best are the spelling and grammar, which means that it will show you suggested spelling. So if you wrote something wrong, it will give you the suggested word, how to spell it correctly. And then there's also word count, which is always handy if you're, for example, writing an essay as a student in school or university, or if you're writing it in a job that you're in and you need to make a certain amount of words, then this is a perfect option for you there. Last thing I'm going to show you is how you can share this document. So to share this Google Docs, before I do that actually, I have forgot to tell you how to title it. So to title your document, you would just come up here and you would title it Romeo and Juliet Essay. That's it titled. So going back to share your document, you would come up here and you would click on share. And in order to share it with people or groups of people, you can just type in their email address. So I'm going to type in Anya's email address there, and I'll type in Pam's email address. And now I have an option. So I've got the option to make them an editor, which means they can get into this document and they can change anything that they want to. Or I can put them in as a commenter, which means that they can view the document, but they can only comment on it. They can't actually change anything themselves. Or I can put them in as a viewer. So for now, I'm going to put them as a viewer because I only want them to just read through this essay. I don't want them to check anything, and I don't want them to comment anything right now. Next step is to write a little message. So this little message will just be emailed to them whenever I press send. So I'll just write, here's my Romeo and Juliet essay. Perfect. And then I would just click send and it would send directly to them. One last thing that I'm going to show you with the sharing options here, if you click and go back to people with access, you can actually change this part down here. So as you can see, it says restricted, only people added can open with this link. So I'm going to click share with Collab Hub. And as you can see, it's come up like this, and I can change it to whatever I want. So I'm going to change it right now to anyone with the link, which means anyone that gets this link, whether it be on the website or whether I email it to them, it means they can open this document and view it. So it says there, anyone on the internet with this link can view. And what I'll do now is I'll just click done. As you can see, we've got viewer selected. We could change it to commenter or editor if we want, but as anyone can see it, I'm going to keep it as viewer, and I am going to click done. So that's everything covered in this basic Google Docs tutorial, and I really hope that you found it beneficial to watch.